Hola clase y bienvenidos a Español 1110 online. I'm your instructor, Carrie Steinberg, and I'm making this quick video just to go over the ELC page with you guys and so that you know exactly where to find what you need in these first few days. Here is our home page. On the home page, the things that you need to know, here are the announcements. I do use the announcements tool quite a lot to get to communicate with you guys, as well as the email feature, but do pay attention when you get a notification that there's a new announcement. And here you can tell the different folders or modules for our course and the content. I don't use the calendar very often, so actually let me go ahead and switch to student view just to make sure. There we go. So the calendar view, the calendar I don't use very often. And that's about it on the home page. Once you click onto content, this is where you're going to find the bulk of what you need. The first thing you need to start with is this checklist, and this is everything that you need to complete during the first week of class. Your first deadline is Monday, the 21st of August. This gives you the first week to get familiar with all the different platforms we'll be using, the technology, and to really get acquainted with the course before you have to really turn in any work. So make sure that you follow this checklist very carefully and complete all that by the 21st. Within that checklist, you're going to find things like read all this information here. The Bienvenidos folder, this is where you need to start, and here you'll find a video where you'll be introduced to myself that the university made. There's this video that you're watching right now, and the syllabus, the daily course calendar. Just make sure and read very carefully all the information there, as well as in university policies and additional resources. The next module that you'll move to is Connect. Connect is the online platform that we'll be using for you guys to complete your homework. It's also where you'll be taking your quizzes and tests. Using a program called Tegrity, which you'll read more about. Basically, you'll be videotaped while you're taking all of your quizzes and tests. So it's super important. A big bulk of your grade comes from this online platform, so you need to make sure you register for it as quickly as possible and that you fully understand how to use it, and also the resources that are available to you on this site. And there is a Connect introduction video as well that a colleague of mine made that you'll watch. So it's super important that you guys read all of this material here. The next module is about Google Hangouts, or YouTube Live, as it's called now. We're going to be using this. It's almost like Skype. In order to have conversations, you'll have a partner, and basically you'll just be speaking Spanish with that partner informally about different topics each week. And your first Google Hangout interaction is due Sunday, August the 27th. So that gives you a little bit of time to find a partner and get accustomed with Google Hangouts. If you don't have a Gmail address, you're going to need one of those. So read all of these materials and let me know if you have any questions about how to get started on that. Definitely would not wait until the last minute to find a partner and record these, since coordinating your schedules can be tricky, and it does take a little bit of time to get used to how to use Google Hangouts. So it's a lot of information here. Make sure and read all of that. And the next module that you'll be looking at are the discussion forums, guidelines, and grading. So another part of your participation grade is discussion forums here on ELC. If you go to Tools here and you see Discussions, that's where the discussion forums live. You'll be posting one discussion forum per week, and you will also be replying to students. This is sort of meant to emulate the participation that we would have in a face-to-face class, where you would be speaking to other students, interacting, and having conversations about various topics. So your first one is due August 21st, and this first discussion isn't actually much of a discussion. What you guys are going to be doing is you're going to be making a video of yourself, just introducing yourself to the class, and then talking to each other about similar interests. And the next post is due on the 28th. And then you will go here, weekly assignment modules. So this is all the introduction to all the different platforms, instructions, policies in these first modules. Read them very carefully. Weekly assignment modules, here is what you're going to follow on a day-to-day basis. So it's broken up into weeks. I'm going to click here on Semana Uno. and I'm going to get, usually I have some sort of message just to let you guys know what's most important, what you need to focus on, if there's any announcements for that week. You'll have objectives for each chapter that we'll be covering, and then you'll have the daily assignments. The first week looks a little different because, again, your deadline isn't until Monday the 21st, but basically you have a checklist there of everything you need to complete. If we go back to weekly assignment modules, if we go to week 2, Semana dos, this is what it will look like pretty much every other week. I'm going to break the course down, even though it's not like a normal face-to-face class. I'm still going to set all deadlines for either a Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. Your Google Hangouts, however, will be due on Sundays. That just gives you guys a little bit more time to coordinate with another person in case your work schedules or something makes it difficult for you to complete those during the week. But for the most part, your assignments will be due Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. So you can follow along. You can see, okay, here's everything I have to do on Monday the 21st. It is quite a lot, you guys, so do not wait until the last minute. And then you can think, okay, well, after that first big deadline, what do I have to do the next Wednesday? Well, I have to complete my homework on Connect, and I have to remember that a Google Hangout is due on Sunday, so I need to find my partner and get that complete. So the weekly assignment modules, right now, we only have 2 weeks uploaded. I'll be uploading these usually 2 weeks in advance, so you'll find Semana 3 coming up soon, and you just follow along day to day to see what you need to get done for that day. You can always work ahead. In fact, I recommend it for sure. Here you're going to find info about the quizzes, the midterm. Once your first quiz comes up, you can click here and you can get information about the format, the content, anything you need to know about that quiz. This module, Study Help, there are some great resources. I try to make videos of PowerPoints that I use in my face-to-face classes for the more difficult grammar concepts so that you guys can have a little bit more explanation from an actual human being on some of these topics. I'm happy to make a video on any topic throughout the semester. If there's anything that you don't see here and you're having some trouble, just send me an email and say, hey, can you make a tutorial video about whatever you need? And I'm happy to add it here. I don't know what you guys need help on unless you communicate that to me. So do let me know if you're struggling with any topic. Let's see, and there's some other resources here, some websites, just some things that maybe you might find helpful throughout the semester. Tech support. I really wish that I could help you guys out with technological difficulties. I am not an expert on any of this. So if you're having any issues with your computer, with any of these platforms, there's not much that I'm probably going to be able to do for you. However, there is a lot of resources here. If you're having issues with ELC, you'll have all the information for tech support here. Connect has an excellent tech support team, so you can contact them if you're having issues with Connect, and Google Hangouts as well. So, if you are having some kind of technological difficulty that's going to prevent you from turning something in on time, please do send me an email and let me know what's going on. But again, you'll probably have to contact those individual tech support people to get the problem resolved. Let's see if there's anything else we need to go over. The class list, no. Your grades, your gradebook will be on ELC, so you can follow along anytime you take a quiz or a test. What I'll do is I'll transfer it from the Connect gradebook into ELC, so all your grades will be kept here. Tools, every once in a while you may turn in an assignment in the assignment Dropbox, and we will be using the discussion board. We will not be taking our quizzes on ELC, we'll be taking them on Connect. I think that about covers it. Let's go back to home here. That should be about it. So let me know if you guys have any questions at all. That's what I'm here for. And hopefully we will get a good start to the semester. Okay, adios.